All right, so let's keep going with this. Number 5, write a two-column proof. Nothing new there. So again, go through and mark what you can mark before the given. So we know that by is equal to itself. We know the new name for that is the reflexive property. But we can mark by congruent to itself. We've been doing that for a while now. Then go through and check the given. BZ is congruent to BX. XY is congruent to ZY. So what do we have? We have side, side, side. So that's what we've been doing. There's nothing new. All right? We know that these two triangles are congruent by SSS. We even put it right here. We know that. But the thing is, we're telling you at the beginning, we know that to be true, but you have to prove why it is. And we've already proven it. We just have to put it in the proper form. That's all a proof is. It's not that big of a deal. So we have our statement, and we have our reasons. All right? So, first off, we start with the given. What was told to us? BZ is congruent to BX. XY is congruent to ZY. Both of those were given. No big deal. Now, what did we add to the information? We said that BY was congruent to itself. And how do we know that? It's a reflexive property. And we're done. We now say that triangle XYB is congruent to triangle ZYB by SSS. That's it. Hit pause if you need to. Go back if you need to. All right, what do we know? We know that MT is congruent to itself. We know that AT is congruent to MR. And we know that AM is congruent to RT. Well, this is side, 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 side. This is the same thing as the last one. The letters just changed. See how simple this is? So we have our statements. We have our reasons. And I can spell. All right? So we write our given. AT is congruent to MR. AM, or MA, I screwed up, is congruent to RT or TR. Okay? Now, what did we add? Oh, sorry, this is given. What new information did we add? MT is congruent to itself. That's a reflexive property. And now we can just say triangle AMT is congruent to triangle RTM by SSS. Done. Number 7, what do we know? We know this angle here and this angle here are congruent. Okay? We also now are given that W is congruent to Y. And CY, which is right here, is congruent to WC. ASA. ASA. You know that there's going to be a rule that works. Okay? There's not going to be any not provable here. We're proving that. Now, you have to be careful here on this one. This one is going to be careful on order. We'll talk about why. So go with the given first. Angle W is congruent to angle Y, and CY is congruent to WC. That's given. Now, what did we add? Well, we added those angles, but we can't just say angle C. So we have to say angle WCR. Now remember, I could say RCW. It doesn't matter. but the order matters here. So if I'm starting at W, I have to start at the congruent angle on the other one, which is Y. And then CM. Now again, if I went RCW, then I would just say MCY. Okay? Now how do we know that? Definition of vertical, I'm going to abbreviate, angles. Definition of vertical angles. And I'm done. Triangle WCR is congruent to triangle YCM. And that is by ASA. Easy enough. All right, another one. Example 8. What do we know? We know this is congruent to itself. Not like that. Like that. It says A is the midpoint of CR. All right, well, where's CR? CR is not that. CR is this whole entire line here. If A is the midpoint, that means this segment is equal to this segment, because A cuts it in half. That's what midpoint does. Then it says CAS, which is right here, is congruent to RAS, which is right here. Side, angle, side. Keep in the habit of labeling. We're ready to go? Statement, reason. All right? So, go with the given. A is midpoint of CR. Angle CAS is congruent to angle RAS. Those are both given. All right? What did we add? AS is congruent to itself. Again, reflexive property.
Now we just need one more thing. Since we marked this congruent to this, because this was the midpoint, we have to say that. So CA is congruent to RA. That's an R, not a P. And the reason is definition of midpoint.
At that point, we got all we need. So we say triangle CAS is congruent to triangle RAS. And that's by SAS.